Hello, children. Welcome back to People's Revolt Part 2. Dheeran Chinnamalai. He was born at Melapalayam at Chennimalai near Erode. He was a Palyakarar of Kongu country. After the fall of the Odayas, these territories along with Mysore were controlled by the Mysore Sultans. Dheeran Chinnamalai was trained by French military in modern warfare. He was along the side of Tipu Sultan. After Tipu Sultan's death, Chinnamalai settled down at Odanilai and constructed a fort there to continue his struggle against the British. He sought the help of Marathas and Marudu Pandya. British forces managed to stop the armies. So Chinnamalai was forced to attack on his own. His army was defeated and he escaped from the British forces. Chinnamalai engaged in guerrilla warfare and defeated the British at Kaveri, Odanilai and Arachurur. During the final battle, Chinnamalai was betrayed by his cook Nallappan and he was hanged in Sankagiri fort in 1805. The Vellore Revolt 1806. The family members of Tippu were imprisoned at Vellore fort after the Fourth Mysore War. Some 3,000 ex-servants and soldiers of Hyder and Tippu had moved to Vellore. It was quite natural that they were unhappy and they hated the English. The Vellore fort consisted of large majority of Indian troops. Many of the trained soldiers of the various palayams were admitted into the English army. In 1803, William Cavendish Bentinck became the governor of Madras. During his period, certain military regulations were introduced and were enforced by the Madras Commander-in-Chief, Sir John Cradock, but the sepoys were designed to insult them. Causes for the revolt. The strict discipline, new weapons, new methods and uniforms were all new to the sepoys. The sepoys were asked to shave their beard and trim the moustache. The wearing of religious mark on the forehead and the use of earrings were restricted. The English treated the Indian sepoys as their inferior. There was the racial prejudice. Immediate cause. In June 1806, Military General Agnew introduced a new turban resembling a European hat with a badge of a cross on it. It was called as Agnew's turban. Both the Hindu and Muslim soldiers opposed it. So the soldiers were severely punished by the British. Cause of the revolt. The Indian soldiers were waiting for an opportunity to attack the English officers. Fateh Hyder, the elder son of Tippu, tried to form an alliance against the English. On July 10th in the early morning, the native sepoys of the 1st and 23rd Regiment started the revolt. Colonel Fancourt, who commanded the garrison, was their first victim. The fort gates were closed and the British flag was brought down. The tiger-striped flag of Tipu Sultan was hoisted on the fort of Vellore. Major Coates, who was outside the fort, rushed to Ranipet and informed Colonel Gillespie. Colonel Gillespie reached Vellore fort, made an attack on the rebel force, and the Vellore revolt was completely suppressed and failed. On the whole, 113 Europeans, 350 sepoys was killed in the uprising, and within a short period it was suppressed. Effects of the Vellore revolt. The new methods and uniform regulations were withdrawn. The family of Tippu was sent to Calcutta. William Cavendish Bentinck was removed from his service. Causes for the failure of the revolt. There was no proper leadership to guide the soldiers properly. The rebellion was not well organized. Divide and rule policy followed after the revolt. The revolt of 1857 was a product of the character and policies of colonial rule. Causes of the revolt. The most important cause of revolt of 1857 was a popular discontent of the British policy of economically exploiting India. Policies of doctrine of lapse, subsidiary alliance, and policy of effective control created discontentment among the people of India. The conversion activities of Christian missionaries were looked upon with suspicion and fear. Abolition of practices like sati, female infanticide, support to widow remarriage, and female education was seen by many as interference in their Indian culture. The Indian sepoys were looked upon as inferior beings and treated with contempt by their British officers and paid much less than the British soldiers. Immediate cause. The immediate cause was the introduction of new Enfield rifles in the army. The top of the cartridge of this rifle was to be removed by the mouth before loading it into the rifle. The cartridges were greased with the fat of pigs and cows. The Indian sepoys believed that the British were deliberately attempting to spoil the religion because while the Hindus revered the cow, the Muslims hated the pig. The soldiers had to bite it with their mouth before loading it into the rifle. The soldiers therefore determined to refuse their service and ultimately refused to use this Enfield rifle. On 29th March 1857, at Barakpur, Mangal Pandey, a young sepoy from Bengal regiment, refused to use the grease cartridge and he shot down his sergeant. He was arrested and tried and executed. When this news spread, many sepoys revolted. Cause of the revolt. On 10th May 1857, the sepoys of the 3rd Cavalry at Meerut openly revolted by swarming the prisons and releasing their comrades. They were immediately joined by the men of the 11th and 20th Native Infantries and they murdered some English officers marched to Delhi. The arrival of Meerut sepoys at Delhi on 11th May and they declared Bahadur Shah II as the Emperor of India. Delhi became the center of the Great Revolt and Bahadur Shah its symbol. The revolt spread quickly. There were mutinies at Lucknow, Kanpur, Jhansi, Bareilly, Bihar, Faizabad and many other places in North India. In central India, the revolt was guided by Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. She was one of the greatest patriots of India. Rani Lakshmi Bai fled from Jhansi, joined hands with Tandya Top and assumed the leadership of the rebel army. But the British captured and killed her in the battle. Suppression of the revolt. Lord Canning, the Governor General, took immediate steps to suppress the revolt. He collected the forces of Madras, Bombay, Sri Lanka and Burma and British regained their lost position very soon. Delhi was recaptured on 20th September 1857 and deportation of Bahadur Shah II to Rangoon where he died in 1862. Sir Colin Campbell occupied Kanpur. Nana Sahib was defeated at Kanpur and escaped to Nepal. Tandya Top escaped to central India but was captured and put to death. The Rani of Jhansi had died in the battlefield. Kunwar Singh, Khan Bahadur Khan were all dead, while the Begum of Awadh were compelled to hide in Nepal. Places of revolt, Indian leaders and the British officials who suppressed the revolt. Delhi, Bahadur Shah II, John Nicholson suppressed the revolt there. Lucknow, Begum Hazrat Mahal, Henry Lawrence suppressed the revolt. Kanpur, Nana Sahib, Sir Colin Campbell suppressed the revolt there. Jhansi and Gwalior, Lakshmi Bai and Tandya Top and General Hugh Ross put down the revolt there. Bareilly, Khan Bahadur Khan, Sir Colin Campbell put down the revolt there. Bihar, Kunwar Singh, William Taylor suppressed the revolt there. Causes for the failure of the revolt. The rebel leaders were no match to the British generals. Rani Lakshmi Bai, Tandya Top and Nana Sahib were courageous but they were not good generals. Lack of organization, discipline, common plan of action, centralized leadership, modern weapons and techniques were all the cause for the failure of the revolt. The non-participation of Bengal, Bombay, Madras, Western Punjab and Rajputana. The modern educated Indians did not support the revolt as they believed only British rule could reform Indian society. The British managed to get the loyalty of Sikhs, Afghans, and the Gurkha regiments. The British had better weapons, better generals, and good organization. These were the causes for the failure of the revolt. Consequences or results of the revolt. The revolt of 1857 marked a turning point in the history of India. The administration of India was transferred from the East India Company to the British Crown through the Queen's proclamation in 1858. The Governor General was given the title of Viceroy. The Board of Directors and Board of Control were replaced by the Council of 15 members headed by the Secretary of State. The Indian Army was thoroughly reorganized and the British military policy came to be dominated by the idea of divide and rule policy. In fact, the revolt of 1857 played an important role in bringing the Indian people together. Thus, we come to the conclusion of this lesson, children. Hope you understood about the Palekarar system, South Indian Rebellion, Vellore Mutiny, and Revolt of 1857. We will meet with the second term lesson in the next session. Be safe, children. Thank you.